Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review fam. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support, and thank you for all the positive energy. This is not just a channel. This is a community of collectors talking about things dealing with collecting. I see collectors out here fucking going broke buying toys. What the hell wrong with you? This shit is not an investment. These are just toys. If you ban them now and later on they go up in value, that's a different thing. But if you ban this for investments, no, fam. Just like with the stock market, shit go up and it go down. Man, putting all your eggs in one basket, trust me, no. Far as you ban this for your entertainment, amazing. But a lot of people are just shelling out money left and right just to get things. Fam, and that ain't a good thing at all. I remember I was telling you about a time that I did pre-orders and, I pre-ordered some shit and it all came at once. I mean, it was like gangbusters. All the shit came at once. It hit my account. Different companies. Shit hit my account all at once. And I mean, man, it was an amazing total. My wife looked at that shit and was like, what the hell? She was about to go to fuck crazy. And she was like, wait, hold on. I'm just gonna calm down and just say it like this. One time is a mistake. Two times your ass did this on purpose. And it ain't gonna be a third time. Because trust me, I understand her. Look, you can't just be out here just spending all kind of money like that. That shit hit and it looked like, damn. It was rough as hell. I paid it, with no problem. But the thing was, I learned a lesson. Be careful what you're putting out there because you don't know. These dates are subject to change and every damn thing like that. And I was buying stuff, man, Funko Pops that was on pre-order, toys, video games. Man, and I got this shit and some of it just wasn't worth what I thought it would be. I just wasn't happy with some of it. I was just on that FOMO train, whereas, everybody else was out there doing it. I wanted to do it too. Then some of the stuff I just wasn't feeling. And see, this is the stuff that you got to think about. This is some of the stuff that you got to actually pay attention to. Do you really want it? Or are you getting it because everybody else got it? Or getting it? Again, my wife bought me the Xbox Series X. Man, straight up, amazing. One thing with the Series X, and I'm going to be honest about, some of the games are backward compatible. So you mean you could play like Xbox 1, 2, 3, all the way up till you get to where you going. Until you get to, the Series X. One thing about the PS5, I got that and it was digital. There are not that many fire games for the PS5, but I got it because everybody was talking about how it was just an amazing system. It's leaps and bounds above the competition, family. To be honest, it really isn't. Now that they're sitting all over shelves, it just really make you think. People were telling me, hey, look, Unc, it's an investment. Again, 2 or 3 years ago, people were looking for these damn things. You couldn't find them nowhere. They wouldn't sell them in store because people were robbing people once they left stores with them, trying to get people while they was in the store with them. Fam, you know what? Now you see them sitting on shelves because people are like, look, I'm trying to make that money. They sitting at GameStop, Walmart, Target. They just sitting there. Again, right now, people holding on to money. And this is why I say this is not an investment. Investment is you invested in something that you can see going up in value. Not something that you waiting on years down the line, like, like I'm going to put my money in a certificate of deposit, or I'm going to put it in this IRA, or some of these long-term investment funds, or try to stuck my hand at the stock market. This is some of the stuff that I'm talking about. You have to pay attention to all the stuff that you're doing. And, like even with me with these gym shoes, these are not investment. A lot of times people say, man, you can get your money for these shoes and this, and this. These shoes are not made of quality anymore. After a while, the glue started wearing. Man, I had like 2 or 3 pair of shoes just tore up on me while I was wearing them. I mean, only wore them like once. I mean, they were old shoes, don't get me wrong. It was like a Derek Jeter pair of Jordans. They were black. Oh, man, I had a pair of those. Had a pair of the gray ones before, a pair of red and white ones, the blue and white ones. Man, I had them in every fucking color. But that was back in like 2000. But I had the shoe like 2 years ago, and the shoe fell apart. The sole fell off. Everything that could went wrong that day went wrong. And my wife said, "Oh, I want to go here now." And I said, "Look, the shoe is falling apart on me." She said, "It don't matter." And people were looking, and the shit looked crazy. And I'm like, "It does matter." Had a pair of Jordan. I think they were like 12s or something. The ones with the straps on them. The bottom of the shoe came apart. The glue. Like I said, that old glue don't hold up. The foam part tore up and every damn thing. This is why I say you have to be careful with these old shoes. Again, if you just buy them and don't go to display them, that's one thing. But holding on to them for an investment and say, I'm going to sell them down the line, fam, again, some of this shit ain't worth what it's printed on. Comic books the same way, man. I had a whole gang of comic books. I sold the first time, second time, lost them in a fire, third time I had to part ways with them. Because things happen. I had to get out of where I was at fast. But, that's the thing. If you're treating all this stuff as an investment, fam, no. If you're treating it as a fun hobby that you enjoy, that, you take time and it brings you joy and, you're getting your kids off into reading books and, they enjoying it. You're getting them off into the Harry Potter books or something. That's different. But holding this stuff for investments, I had a whole gang of videotapes, VHS. Back in the day, I had over 1,000 VHS tapes. I know you like, Uncle, what do you do? Man, I do some of every damn thing. But I had 1,000 VHS tapes, fam. I had to leave the place where I at, and they were in storage, fam. And, after a while, I got tired of paying storage. One day I just left them sitting outside the storage unit and let people take them. And that was it. I stopped paying for the unit and everything. Fam, this is what I'm talking to you about. When you got too much of shit and it no longer hold value, maybe down the line, some of those movies were actually worth something. But then when I did it, fam, it really wasn't. I was just tired of paying for them. I had paid for them in storage for 3 years. I had overpaid, and the stuff to me wasn't worth anything anymore. So I got rid of all the stuff. I took all the video game systems and consoles out, sold all that stuff. I didn't get what I thought I would get for it. At the time, I was just happy to get anything. But I realized I was really scammed. And, the second time I sold it, I got so much for it. And I was just like, damn, the first time I could have got so much too. But again, you don't know. And this is why I tell you, take time. If you're going to sell off your collection, take your time. Don't jump at the first offer. Somebody offer you $1,500 for something that costs $10,000. Dude, look, hey, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check some other places out. Some other people filled in offers. I'll holler at you another time. I had a laser disc collection. I had like 200 laser discs. Dude, I didn't want nothing for them. I said $100 for 200 laser discs. All good quality, all good, fantastic titles. Some Oscar-worthy titles that were in Oscars. Some of them, a lot of them was action and horror. And, people were trying to get them for $20. And I just said, look, I thought about it. And people were like, what happened? I said, I sold them on eBay. And they was like, you sold them on eBay? Like, like I did something wrong. Dude, I asked for what? $100 for 200 laser discs? I think I got close to $1,000 just breaking them down, selling them. This is why I tell you, take your damn time. People try to get a deal out of you so bad that they don't realize it's already a deal. This is what I'm saying. Some of this stuff is an investment over a period of time. If you hold on to it a while and, it's like having cologne. The cologne that they don't make anymore, and you got some of it, you could sell that stuff. Cologne really don't go bad if you don't got it in the light. If you hold it in somewhere that's cold, it's really good. But if you got it in light, it ain't really good. If you got it in like dark drawers, you're doing okay. That stuff gonna hold for a while. This is why you see people still selling like cologne that, it's out of print and, you're like, damn, where they find that at? Again, they got pop like that, like pop that they don't sell anymore and people still sell it. They tell you don't drink it. It's just for display only. And, some people are okay with that. just to display that, these are not for drinking. No, this pop is like 15 years old. You could get sick from this shit, but people will still try, fam. And this is what I'm talking about. Your situation should be your situation. From my gadgets to my small electronics, laptops, and stuff, fam, my collection represents me. What do yours say about you? Man, say, look, this is just a hobby. This is not something that I'm trying to invest in and change the world with. I'm just trying to have a good time with this. Don't go broke buying shit that you don't need. Don't go broke thinking that one day this shit is going to pay off. If you spent like $5,000 on your collection and, somewhere down the line it's only worth $1,000, you done lost money. Because again, we try to buy things that we think are heat. Now, I talked about heat in another video. I'm talking about heat, that everybody else, oh man, this figure gonna be fire. No, it's not fire. Everybody else bought that figure. It's not fire. That figure that nobody bought that you thought was pretty cool, that you like, that one might be fire. But if you buy them for investment purposes, don't do that. Just buy them because you like them. Buy it because you like the way it looks on your shelf or how you got it set up. At the end of the day, all of this is, up to you, fam. It's up to you how you want to do all this. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.